friends, welcome to Tech Plus Lab, and today we are going to take a look at this smartphone TECNO Camon 20S Pro 5G. I bought this smartphone because of the steal deal that I was able to find this one at. And I'll be reviewing this unit considering the actual price point of this smartphone. This is going to be a short and quick review, so let's get started. The design here looks pretty good, especially in this color variant. There are other colors in this model, but I wonder why Tecno did not opt for the actual leather colors like the brown and green. On the front we have Full HD Plus OLED display with a punch hole, and it's actually really good. Display is crisp, colors look natural, and outside visibility is also good for this price point. The only minor issue that I have with this display is that the colors look a bit washed out when playing HDR content. That's pretty noticeable when you compare it side by side to the other HDR displays, but that's not the issue with the display, but it's more like an issue with the optimization when HDR content is being played on this display. Otherwise, the colors look pretty punchy and contrasty, and you can also tweak this in the settings. Powering up this unique beauty is a Dimensity 8020 chipset, which is a tweaked version of a Dimensity 1100, a flagship grade chipset. Although this chipset is pretty decent for the listed price, if you can get this at a discounted price, then it's gonna crush any other chipset at the budget segment in terms of performance. One minor thing we may nitpick is the fact that it's actually 6nm architecture chipset, so it's not going to be as efficient as a newer 4nm chipset, but since Tecno did a great job of optimizing this software, it's no big deal for this smartphone, especially with the included 33-watt charger and a 5000 mAh battery. Here is a 6nm chipset which is very well optimized, as you can see through the benchmarks. It did very well on the 3D Mark and also on the Antutu. Unlike the 8050, which is powering the upper premier version of this smartphone, this one has zero heating issues, at least on my device. Handling this beast of a chipset is iOS 13 with an immediate upgrade to iOS 14 running on Android 14. Current variant I'm holding right now is 8 plus 256, but you can also opt for 8 and 128 gig if you don't need that much storage and save some money. Left side of this device we have this image ejector, and we also have a 3.5 mm jack, a speaker and USB port at the bottom. The volume rockers and the power button sit on the right side of the phone. On the top we do have an additional speaker and an additional mic. iOS also has a lot of bloatware and irritating ads, but all of this can be disabled within few minutes with no efforts at all. iOS currently has all the features that you can think of from a brand like Tecno. This has features like dynamic island, floating windows, battery optimization settings, a lot more. And most importantly, everything works flawlessly. I'm very happy to say that small brand like Tecno did a great job in optimizing software like this. When it comes to the connectivity, this also has a NFC connection but does not have Wi-Fi 6 support. It also comes with a UFS storage of 2.2, not 3.1. Headphones output is pretty good too, but I do not like the speaker clarity when it is up at a full volume. Although it sounds decent at mid to higher mid volumes, we do lack resolution at those higher volumes. On the back of the phone houses one of the most beautiful camera modules that I have seen in a long time. Although this is a personal choice, I do appreciate the macro cam on the back, as I tend to do a lot of close-up reading from the IC numbers, etc. It's a very good looking glossy finish with a pentagon shape, and it doesn't have an ultra wide camera, but it has a portrait camera and a macro lens. I do like the fact that they house the macro cam inside this little LED ring light, so it helps with the focusing on the micro objects, especially reading stuff like the IC numbers and small things like that. The main 64 MB cam also has OIS, which helps with the stabilization of the photos and videos. The pictures also come out pretty sharp and contrasty in daylight and also work well in nighttime, although there is a little bit of noise at night. I do like the fact that this camera application is enough for most people and has everything that one would expect from a flagship grade camera application. There are no gimmicky features here, and almost all of them are pretty useful. We only have a standard slow motion video capturing, nothing crazy here. AI scene detection works flawlessly here. I tested with several subjects and it detected them quite well. AI photo composition is not good, however. It's better to turn off this feature as it tends to oversaturate colors and lacks details. Other than that, we don't have any issues with the main cam. Even the portraits look pretty decent. That's it for this review. If you have something more that I missed, then do leave that question in the comments so that I can answer as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. And if you do like these short videos, subscribe for more.